Okay. These two pets are scary, but he's running Icky, so not sure why. He already has a good flyer. The Warwhelp has a great matchup versus Anomalous. It's not like a hard counter or anything, but it does go well for the Warwhelp's team. If this 2v2 beats his 2v2, then yeah, you'll see why. It's it's great. So we'll go for Flame Breath first, and then Time Bomb on round 2, and then my dot will always proc my Dragon Racial on round 3. So at this point, I can just Armageddon with my Dragon Racial, and Anomalous is going to be like 1% HP. So I can just take him out with pretty much whatever. If I want, I could swap him. I think I'll go for Wild Winds just to get the dot rolling, and I'll take advantage of his weather, so it's a nice little 3-round dot. And then this Time Bomb is going to completely one-shot one of these. It's his choice which one. Actually, it's my choice because I can swap him. And I choose the Fledgling Gordon Owl, because that's the scary pet. Okay, I'm not too worried about that Black Claw. Boom, 1300 damage to the face. It was already like 800, but then yeah, it's 50% extra damage because I still have my Dragon Racial on my dead dragon. So let's see here. We'll go for a Call Lightning. And Icky should go down right away. Didn't even need my third pet. So yeah, that's a fun way to troll up Anomalous is the Obsidian Warwhelp. It's not like I would say is the best counter per se, but he definitely is gonna give Anomalous a hard time, as you can see. So if I get Anomalous again, he had Anomalous and a Darkness Bird that didn't really press any buttons, but if he did, he could have done a lot of damage. Let's see here. Um, Looking at teams, seeing what might do well. Hmm. I'm not sure what to play, so I'm just going to pick a team that I like a lot. We'll see how it does, because I'm sure that this team will do fine versus him. I know it has Mr. Delver on it, and Mr. Delver's great versus Anomalous. Let's play this team. So these two pets are fantastic versus Anomalous. Nightshade's pretty decent versus Darkness Birds. I guess it's a little risky to play an aquatic versus two flyers, but I think these two pets will do so fine if I get a rematch. Not too worried about them. I just like this team a lot. It's done fantastic for me. It's like either 43-1 or 43-2. It's hard to say. Sometimes rematch counts wins as losses if it's a forfeit, but we have Sprite Daughter Hatchling. Okay. Glad about the Nightshade. He's going to be good versus Little XT. I think the scariest pet on the team is Little XT, so what I think I'll probably do... Let's start with the Nightshade. Okay. Go ahead and blind him. Oh, interesting. He actually does hurt himself even when he's blinded. I didn't know that. I assumed it would, I guess it's because it's percentage based. Well, can't percentage based abilities still miss? I don't know. That's weird, right? Let's go for Cult Darkness. He's probably going to be running Ancient Blessing, so we'll nerf that healing in half. And then I think I want to save the Nightshade. He's going to be fantastic versus the Dragon and the Mechanical. You might have... You might have undead damage here. Oh, okay, so he does have beast damage, but he missed. Do I go for Call Lightning and buff up his Bone Storm damage? I think that's a bad idea. Let's go for Dive instead. Okay. Is he going to be in kill range of a water jet now? He sure is. Oh no, he missed again. Unlucky. Well, let's bring in Mr. Delver. This team's a little overkill versus this guy, so I'll tone it down for the next one in case I get a rematch. Okay. Let's go for build turret. And then if he goes for Heartbroken, we'll swap him out. Because he'll do big damage. That damage buff. But not if he's on the back line. And then, yeah, Mr. Delver and Nightshade Sproutling are a big problem for that Sprite Darter Hatchling because he's slower and he does weak damage to my Mechanical and my Darkness one-shots him. Rough matchup for him. Oh, he swapped back in. Well, in that case, maybe I try to blind him. I don't know. Does Tympanic Tantrum still hit through a blind? I think it does. I'm still going to bring in my Nightshade Sproutling because I take the least damage from that Tympanic Tantrum. I'm pretty sure he still hits me with Tympanic Tantrum through blind, but I want to find out. Maybe it blinds the front attack and not the back line? No, it's the... Okay, it's the other way around. So it still hits my front pet and the back line attacks miss. That's so weird. I remembered there was some sort of weird interaction because I don't ever play this pet. I don't have him, so okay. It does hit through blind, but only the frontline pet takes the damage, and that's the one that I don't really care about because it's weak damage. But if I knew that it would still hit, I probably would have just went for damage. I just wanted to test it out for science. So, I don't think I really need to be too careful or anything, but let's go for Call Darkness. If he changes that weather, then... Well, he's dead anyways. I was going to say, if he changed the weather and killed me, then I can just... Oh, he's not dead. Well, now I don't have to worry about missing. I can just take him out. Yeah, this team is fantastic. It's not going to do really all that great versus like the super fastest pets like Indigo or Buttercup, but it's got 2 weather changers, decoy breaker, good damage, like coverage, and it does really well into Anomalous. So versus that last guy, let's see here. Let's just pick like a A-tier team of some sort. Oh, how about this pet, the Autic? I thought I had a team with that. Oh, Buttercup. Buttercup's pretty strong, but this Roboclucker, so I've been trying to make this Roboclucker pet work. Am I just like, am I running the wrong breed of it? I feel like it's not a good pet. I kind of just carry him yet generally with like Buttercup. I feel like if I just had anything else in this slot, it would be a better team. I'll try it out. I mean, it is 3-0, but like I feel like every time I end up using the Roboclucker on a team, if I play him, I lose. Maybe maybe I'm supposed to run Cluck, because like with this build, I don't really do any damage. Like my hardest hitting attack hits for 268. I guess Cluck does the same thing, but yeah, Overtune is... It feels like it's maybe not even necessary, because look how fast I already am. When am I really going to need Overtune? So that's why I'm wondering if maybe the SS is overkill. Maybe I'd be better off running like the Power or the PS or something. I don't know. Maybe he's just not that good of a pet. Okay, so we got kind of random. Wrong breed Blazehound, Benax, Harbinger of Flame. Let's see here. How about I just I think I'll probably start with the Roboclucker and then swap out that Blazehound because that's the scariest pet on his team, I'd say. Not sure how to deal with that Harbinger of Flame. He's gonna be doing a lot of damage to this mechanical. Um, hmm. Do I fight him with Buttercup? Hmm. Okay, I'll bring in the Aquatic, I guess, because I could take weak damage from his dots, and then I'm surprised he... What? He went for Conflagrate and didn't go for Immolate first? So my thinking was I could try to take weak damage from his attacks with Discharge. I'm still going to go for it, but it's just weird that he doesn't go for Immolate first. So now I'll be taking extra weak damage from all of his from his Immolate if he goes for it, because I take half damage from dots and I take weak damage from elemental attacks for 2 turns. He's still kind of kicking my butt. I don't know if I'm going to kill him here. Let's see. I think he's going to kill me. Maybe I'll take him out here. Just barely. But he's healing every turn. I'm about to stop taking weak damage. I think he's going to out-heal my damage. Oh, and actually just killed me. Dang. Okay. Um, let's see here. 268. Let's bring in Buttercup. So 140 plus, so it'll be 280. That will not kill him. Maybe I just go for Deep Freeze, because it has a pretty decent chance to kill him. I'm going to do it, because I can't even guarantee a stun on the Blazehound anyways. I don't think I'm going to win this. I think it just that Lime Roboclucker is a liability. He doesn't really do much for me. I mean, he swapped him out and then didn't really have much to follow it up with. The one thing I do have going for me is Bubble's not going to really help him out because I have 2 ways to break it. So, do I go for Call of Winter first? I guess so. If he goes for Mudslide, I can change the weather in just 3 turns. And then, yeah, Trample is going to break that bubble insta. Because it does like 2 attacks. So I changed my weather. Which is fine. Yeah, it would have been better if I didn't use Call of Winter now, because now I don't have a way to stun him. I think I still want to go for the stun, because what if I land it? Okay. Saved by RNG. And then I don't know if I want to go for Call of Winter because it's gonna buff up the Blazehound's damage. Hmm. But if I go for Call of Winter, it'll do some AoE damage, and maybe I can kill him later on with a laser. It's enough damage, though. I don't think it is. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I think I'll just go for Trample. I got a Beast Racial. We'll take advantage of that. And then it's up to the Lime Roboclicker to 1v2. Maybe I can. He doesn't have Bubble quite yet. So I can swap him out. Since he's an elemental, he wasn't rooted by Mudslide. And then I just don't have enough damage to freaking kill this stupid frog before he gets Bubble out. That's what I'm talking about. This pet just... He has a swap, and then not much else. If I just had the flying attack, I could kill him here with it, with Cluck. But unless I crit, he's going to survive and then get off like 2 more attacks because of Bubble. And it's just a pathetic basic attack, and it's you're stuck running either that or lock on. I mean, I guess laser is better than lock on. Maybe laser would be a good ability if I'm running the power speed, because then I can't miss, but it'll actually hit for something more than just complete piss. I think I'll end up being fine because his team was pretty low tier. But like if he had slightly better pets, there's no way I'm beating him. I do like the Audic though. He's fun. Powerball's really good. Kind of random pets. I'm gonna play for one more win. And let's see here. Do I have any teams that look like fun? Let's pick a fun team. I think a critter would be a good idea if I get that guy again, because he had a lot of elemental damage. Maybe a damp scrat? So far, definitely the scariest pet I've queued into was the Anomalous, and then his other backline pets weren't so good. Except for, well, I mean, that Darkness Flyer is really good. I just killed him instantly. Um, play with the Voidling Ooze. I like the Briarhorn a lot. Let's play this team. Oh, keep up. Let's see what we get. Oh, okay. Now there we go. That's a team. Don't think I'm beating him, but hey, never say never when you're playing the Briarhorn Hatchling. He can totally pull off miracles. So I think I'll start with the Damp Scrat. Yes, yes, let's do it. Okay. I think I want to go for Great Sting first, and then Uncanny Luck. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty screwed. I don't know what to do about that MPD. Let's play it out. I'm gonna need like a really good team to beat this guy. It's a Namago with an MPD. Hopefully he'll give me a rematch after this game so I can try out a counter team. Most likely I'll want to play like the Fell-Afflicted Skyfin. That does really well versus these two pets. Especially if I win the mind games. Can maybe save the Damp Scrat for later. I think it's worth trying to, just so I can maybe get out another Great Sting, or just the fact that I'm faster than the MPD is nice. So we're going to go for Void Cyclone while we have our Uncanny Luck up. And my Voidling Ooze dies in one turn. So I guess we'll go for Corrosion. Then I really need this Void Cyclone to land so that I can kill him with my Damp Scrat. Okay, so a Chomp should kill him. Maybe... I'll go for Great Sting, because he's going to bring an Indigo and just kill me. I think the move here is actually go for Great Sting, because he's just going to bring an Indigo and kill my Damp Scrat, so I won't really accomplish anything by going for... Chomp. Unless he throws and brings in the MPD. I think my best bet here is go for Great Sting, sacrifice the Damp Scrat, and then maybe I can 1v2 with the Briarhorn Hatchling. He can't really go for Decoy, because he has Void Cyclone on him, so... If I land all my attacks, especially if I could land a stun, I think the potential is there for the Briarhorn Hatchling to actually maybe 1v2 here, as good as these pets are. Because he's going to try to interrupt me, and I could just go for Trihorn Charge. Unless he's smart and he knows I'm doing that, and he goes for an attack. Haha. Nice try. Alright, so down goes Indigo. It's worth it to go for Call Lightning for sure, because Lightning breaks Decoy if he has dots on him. So even if he blocks it, that decoy's gone instantly because of both Lightning and Cyclone. So I think I want to go for Headbutt. As long as I land the Trihorn Charge, I should win here. Let's see here. Oh, and we stunned him too. Okay. Oh, I just need to land this. If I miss, I lose. If I land it, I win. Yes! Good job, Briarhorn. That was an underdog victory for sure. I don't think my team should beat his. That Briarhorn. What a beast. I do miss the mechanical, though. I think he was a lot better back when he was a mechanical, but, I mean, situationally, that beast ratio can come in clutch. You know, you hit really hard with that extra 25%. I do not think he was expecting to lose that. That was my LG, but if I wanted to counter him, let's look at teams real quick. Anomalous. Because that's a very, very common team. It's just, you don't necessarily see it with the MPD so much. So I would just go to counter teams. So we do Anomalous, Indigo, aka Anamago. And then he's running the MPD. So if you can beat Anamago with the Gorm Root Stinger, you can probably beat the MPD. So I would probably play... Where are those teams? Anam, Indigo, Bone Serpent, Gorm. Okay. So, this Sandstorm team, probably like 99% chance to beat them. Because Primal Stormling's one of the best counters for Anomalous. Pale Shell Crab, really not fun for Indigo if you're running Surge. And then Short Butterfly, solid, you know, S tier Sandstorm pet. A lot of the time, Clone Dance does pretty good. It'll actually outperform his AoE because if you run Temporal Anomaly, you can outspeed him. So this team can sometimes beat him. It's not like the strongest one. You can usually out AoE him with like Anomalous running Void Nova, Tinytron, and then just clean up with the Cave Crab. So this team might beat him. I was mentioning the Fell-Afflicted Skyfin though, so you would start with the Skyfin, swap dot up Anomalous, swap him out, dot up Indigo, who's going to get swapped in. Best case scenario. That's best case scenario. You know, could be really bad if he predicts the swap, but generally Anomalous players are not very good at juking, I've noticed, at least in my bracket. And then, yeah, Alpine Foxling's great versus Indigo. Better before versus MPD, back when Flurry broke Decoy. The problem with this team is you don't have a Decoy breaker, so I just wish that Flurry broke Decoy. Don't think I have a specific team for that version of Anamago, but this team would also probably do great. Spirit Crab, Vengeful Porcupet, both really good versus Indigo. Fell-Afflicted Skyfin, fantastic versus Anomalous Indigo. And the Spirit Crab's okay versus the MPD. I mean, Rot is technically a decoy breaker if you can get your Rot out before he presses decoy. And you take weak damage from the basic attack. So this is Discodoggy's team, and I'm pretty sure this would easily beat him. Maybe this would be like the best team that I could come up with for really shutting him down, because you have Bone Brush to break decoy. Bone Serpent takes weak damage from the MPD. Bone Serpent's not good versus Indigo, but best case scenario, you get a Fell Immolate on an Anomalous and he dies on the back row pretty much. You swap him out, so he's only going to get one attack out, and then you dot up Indigo. So once Indigo takes that Fell Immolate, if he lets you, then you can take him out with just like a couple attacks from the Bone Serpent, and then the Pale Shell Crab, like I said, can really troll up Indigo with Surge. Indigo does not like Surge pets because he's a speed bully. He likes to go first and dodge and interrupt you and not let you play your pets. And as soon as you're spamming Surge, well, that just shuts down both of those two options. And he's relegated to just spamming damage and hoping that he outdamages you, which probably won't happen if you get a Fell Immolate on him first, right? And then if he gets outplayed, uses his interrupt, and then uses dodge, well, you can just throw a bubble, and now, you know, you can match his dodge with bubble. So I'd like the Pale Shell or the Cave Crab, either one. Power versus Indigo a whole lot. But the Pale Shell has the Weather Changer, which is always nice. Yeah, this team would probably have no trouble beating him, because I'd start with the Fell-Afflicted Skyfin. Generally speaking, I would dot him up, swap him out, dot up an Indigo, and then just get as much mileage out of my Skyfin as possible. Most likely, the more swapping he tries to do, the worse it'll be for him. So it's probably in his best interest, if he doesn't predict the swap, to I would honestly say sacrifice Anomalous. Just bring Anomalous back in and then try to 2v2 me with Indigo and MPD. And at that point, that's not looking good, because Bone Serpent counters MPD and Pale Shell Crab counters Indigo. So as long as I pick good matchups, I think these two will beat his MPD and his Indigo, I should say. So yeah, I think the best two teams to counter him would be something like this, or something like I said, Triple Sandstorm, because Sandstorm shuts down Anomalous really hard, especially the Primal Stormling. He's like the best. I think arguably he might even be better than the Karaji Guardling versus it specifically into Anomalous because you don't have to worry about missing. And he has a little bit more attack power. Yeah. Primal Stormling is not a fun pet, especially when you're running Bash and Sandstorm, but really with any build. You can even be running Wind Buffet and Call Lightning. It's the fact that you're just a little bit faster and you can outspeed him, change his weather, and yeah, especially if you're running Sandstorm, Primal Stormling's a really, really, really good counter. Probably one of the best for dealing with Anomalous. And then, yeah, Shore Butterfly, Pale Shell Crab, these two will probably easily take out Anomalous and Indigo. Sorry, MPD and Indigo because Indigo's doing weak damage to your Shore Butterfly. He's not going first for your versus your Pale Shell Crab because you're pressing Surge. And then the MPD's a little bit of a problem. You don't have a decoy breaker, but I mean, you're just doing so much damage with Sandstorm. It really doesn't matter. I don't think that team would have much of a chance versus this team. But I'm not going to play any of these teams because I don't want to beat up on any of those other less lower tier teams I was queuing into earlier. I might queue some more later, and if he's spamming that team, then I'll try out some of these teams. But yeah, if just wanted to mention that at the end. So if you're queuing into a team like that, then I would recommend like the Skyfin with the Spirit Crab, and then like a Surge Pet is really good. Honestly, you could probably just beat him with three Pale Shell Crabs. It's kind of troll, but it'd probably make him quit playing. Or just these three Sandstorm pets are probably the best Sandstorm team versus him. Skyfin generally does pretty well versus Anamago, so there's a lot of teams with the Skyfin, especially ones that have a decoy breaker that would do really well into that team. You just need basically something with a priority move, or maybe like the Alpine Foxling with Dazzling Dance, something that can outspeed Indigo, and you should be just fine. But yeah, maybe if I'm seeing that team getting spammed, what I'll do is I'll just like make an edited video showcasing different counter teams. Because you can copy these teams if you want, but I guess it's more interesting to see them played out. Anyways, enough rambling for me. I'll try queuing up some more later, hopefully, and if I do, I'll see y'all in the next one.